What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Neon Dream Games. This week, I thought for a little change of pace and something different, I would react to some up-and-coming indie game trailers. I want to see what's out there. I want to see what's up and coming. So let's take a look together and see what I think. All right, as I said, I've been trying to think of different kinds of videos I could make on this channel to keep things interesting and different. I've been doing some gameplay videos and I'll probably keep doing those as well. But this time I thought I like to watch game trailers. I like to see what's coming or what's out there or whatever. So I pulled up the old Steam up and coming list and I kind of narrowed it down to indie games and in particular with pixel art because that's kind of what I'm interested in. And I thought, let's watch a few of these and react and see what I think. If you guys could just like and subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, that would really help out a lot. And if you want to know when I'm gonna have a new video come out, make sure to hit the bell button. That'll tell you every time I post a new video. And if there are any ideas or things you want to see me do on this channel that's kind of indie game related, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas. And without further ado, let's take a look at some game trailers. The first game that came up on this list is a game called Kingdom of Cards. Let's look at the quick description here. From cropland to forest, from academy to conqueror's guild, expand territory of your kingdom. As the kingdom grows, crisis will quietly arise. Crises? No worries. Prepare to use the resource cards to train a group of powerful guardians to eliminate enemies and protect your kingdom. It's listed as a strategy RPG card game, board game, 2D. Let's take a look. Let's make this full screen and check out this trailer. Okay. Turn the volume significantly down, but I'm immediately having a little bit of trouble understanding kind of what you're doing. Obviously we have some kind of a building game where you build a town that's mixed with maybe card drafting, card purchasing. Okay, we're fighting here with cards. I like a game with cards. I mean, the game looks all right. I'm not sure if I love the color palette myself, but okay, that was Kingdom of Cards. I mean, let's kind of take a quick look at some of these screenshots again. So, okay, we've got a shop, it says, so you're going to be buying cards. Yeah, okay. Here's some more enemy stuff, so it looks like you're gonna do some battling, and this looks like you're building. Again, no offense to anybody who made this game. I'm not so sure it's my kind of game. I could be persuaded. I could be persuaded to try it out. It's not outside of the realm of something I would play. The trailer didn't exactly tell me what you're doing. So, okay, that's Kingdom of Cards. Let's move on. Let's not dwell on this. I want to kind of hit a few trailers just to get a good idea. Rosewater, a thrilling Western adventure in the alternate 19th century world of Lamplight City. Embark on a harrowing journey across the frontier with Harley Legger and her ragtag posse, encountering bandits, rebels, visionaries, eccentrics, and many more friends and foes on your quest for fame and riches. And this is listed as an adventure western point-and-click indie 2D. Okay, here we go.
Much has been said about the western frontier. The perilous wilderness,
Okay.
the lawless towns, and the tough, hardened folk who make their way out there. Usually to get away from something worse.
Why are you here?
We're going to look for Dr. Bennett Clark's missing fortune.
Wasn't he the guy who blew up those people a few years back?
Alas, we all make mistakes.
My
Okay.
companions and I set out from Rosewater, encountering bandits, rebels, visionaries, eccentrics, and many more friends and foes.
This was meant to be a simple job.
This quest
Certainly has a
brought us
point and
foul of
click
some
sort
very
of vibe
dangerous
to it.
people.
I imagined it would be a dangerous undertaking.
Quite the understatement.
Well,
Okay. Certainly it's some kind of a mystery. Oh. Okay. Bit of violence. Peril. Action. More action. Explosions. A little cheesy, but all right. Rosewater. What do we got? March 27th. That's coming out. It's coming out like next week as of recording this, or this coming week. But Rosewater, that looked like a classic point and click adventure game. From the screenshots, as they look smaller and stuff, I thought it maybe looked a little better than when it was blown up. But it's got that kind of classic point and click thing to it. I have been known to play a point and click adventure game in the past, but they often are frustrating for me. Like, if I'm just going to be perfectly honest, I get stuck. Sometimes like the solution to puzzles and things isn't quite obvious, but I don't know if that's exactly what this is, if it's more story driven or it kind of moves you along. It does look like it's a mystery. But there we go. That's Rosewater. Let's have a look here at Honey Mansur. Play as a bear witch and protect nature with your honey magic. Help your bee buddies make honey by planting flowers. Befriend your animal neighbors and stop waves of evil robots from destroying the forest. We have an indie RPG pixel graphics tower defense. So that's a lot of things happening there. Let's have a look. Honey Mansur. Now this is much more the classic pixel art. Defend the forest from evil robots. Okay, so we got a bit more action, like an action RPG. Befriend and help out your neighbors. So we've got little quests to do. Now, is this a classic RPG type, or is this plant flowers for your bee buddies? So maybe not like a full-blown mix ingredients to make potions. So I'm thinking not a full-blown like cozy type, farm game like Stardew Valley, but maybe some of those elements. But this looks to be more a genuine RPG. What do you think of that one? I like the graphics, that's for sure. I'm not 100% sure, just based on like the characters and everything, this is a game for me exactly, but I do like what it looks like, and it's a little different to see a game like this that I tend to see and play a lot of these that end up being like more of that Stardew Valley type, and this looks to be a little bit more classic action RPG, maybe closer to like a Zelda Link to the Past type thing, but it looks all right. Portal Fantasy. Journey through an epic storyline, collecting creatures to aid you in turn-based battles, avoiding traps and solving puzzles, completing thrilling quests, and uncovering the darker history of Pily Kingdom in this online RPG with a unique modern take on a classic beloved genre. So it's turn-based tactics, character customization RPG.
Looking for some excitement in your life?
Portal Fantasy. Okay, we're getting sucked into the game. Nice animation. I like when a game can have a nice little intro animation, even though if it's not predominant through the whole thing. It's a nice little touch. Probably costs some money, I'm sure, unless somebody has the skills to do that on their own. But
interesting puzzles. See spectacular landscapes. Get your butts walloped by our magnificent porbles. Porbles? They're just these cute little monsters who will try to murder you any chance they get.
Okay, kind of a Pokemon vibe there. Oh, capture them.
A child among monkey. It's like a dignified game of chess. Chess mixed with fencing and magic and monsters and energy drinks. Optimize your team. Take down epic enemies
okay,
like
bit of a kind of a battler. It said it was tactic, strategy, RPG tactics.
Our shopkeepers are friendly sometimes. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Okay, interesting. Portal Fantasies. I definitely like the art style of it. Let's see these a little bit bigger here. Art style's decent. This text is a bit hard to read with the pixel. It's always a tough thing. Do you decide to stick fully in with the pixel text, like a pixel font, or do you do a more readable font? It's a decision. It's a decision to make. This is a little tough over here in the corner to read, but the graphics look fine. They don't like stand out in any way, but they look fine. They're in a way they're a bit muted. Oh, this did say, okay, so we got names above people's head. It did say in like the description that this was an online RPG. So that's interesting. That's not necessarily something I'm personally interested in, but I am curious how they pulled that off with like an indie dev team, because typically in this scene we hear people say don't make anything multiplayer or whatever, it's too difficult, but they're going for it and they're releasing a game, online PvP, cross-platform multiplayer. I mean, they got it, they did it. I got to give it to them for that. So all right, that's Portal Fantasy, indie roguelite, multiple endings, pixel graphics. What is that? A roguelike RPG in which Solaris, a failed witch, aims to become a full-fledged mage with her little sidekick Homu. Train Homu, build a relationship of trust, and overcome the trials that await you in 100 days. Okay, it's got a character here that kind of gives off like Atelier vibes, sort of, if that's how you say it. But let's get in here and take a look at it a little closer. Again, we have another RPG kind of battler. Okay, we got cards of some sort. So it looks like you're just controlling Homu here. Japanese text, or looks like probably Japanese, I don't know. Okay, well, that's interesting. That looked like a store mechanic where you're like helping customers out. That could be an interesting different take on sort of that thing, like maybe you do battles but you're also managing a store and stuff. I like the character designs and everything. This looks pretty good. Project Solaris, huh? My only critique, I guess, in general about the art style is I think it's just, again, it's a little muted. I'm the type of person who I like to see some strong colors, and this is kind of very like dull looking in general. But so, okay, this is the story of a girl, Solaris, who wishes to depart from the island where mages live and become a full-fledged mage. In order to make her dream come true, she must develop a bond with her reassuring little buddy Homu, brush up on her strategy, and overcome the challenges she faces. The player controls Solaris. However, in order to defeat your enemies, you must command Homu. To do so, you need to successfully complete quick time events. Okay, so that's a mixed opinion there. I thought I caught that in the trailer briefly, but so you have to actually do some timing based things. It's not just like a menu based. There is actual dexterity skill in a sense. Some people are not going to like that. However, if you advance the story and raise your reliability, you will be able to easily activate difficult skills. The bond between the two characters is a key to victory. So it sounds like you can make things better, make it a little easier to do that stuff. Okay, here's the shop part though. Save up money by working as a shopkeeper or in battle to make new equipment. Solaris's equipment, expensive and powerful. You can buy it anytime you have money. Homu's equipment, inexpensive and can be equipped in bulk. However, what you are able to craft is random. The best choice for you is a matter of preference. Let's prepare the best equipment according to the skills that Homu can learn now. You get to choose your action from 3 cards every day for 100 days. See, okay, this is a mechanic that I really like. The ability to sort of choose. It's sort of like, which thing do you pick? And okay, so down here it says battle, rest, learn a skill, earn money. Every action will affect the outcome of your trial. I really like that. sub-scenarios unfold as you select specific cards or accomplish objectives. It's up to you what kind of story you want to weave and with whom. The ending will change depending on how you proceed. And then there's other characters in the game. I'm going to be honest. Of all the games so far, I think this game is easily the most interesting to me. I like the design. I like the idea. You know, of course, it's in like Japanese, so I assume that'll get localized before it's released. We have a planned release date of September 2025. Honestly, I'm adding this to my wish list. I'd like to keep an eye on this game. I love that idea. I've been toying with that idea in my mind for the game, or a game I want to maybe work on is a game where you have choice. Like maybe you do something and then between doing another thing, you have choice. You have to pick something, and like depending on what you pick, kind of determines how the next sort of segment of the game goes or whatever. Obviously, it's not an original idea, but it's a sort of mechanic I like that brings variety to a game. Let's take a look at this dice game quick. This is, okay, it's interesting. Master the culinary arts in this cooking roguelike dice builder. You will need to discover powerful ingredient synergies, draft a profitable menu, and take calculated risks if you plan on being the best to ever do it. Also, we need you to come in early tomorrow. Sorry. It's coming out this year. It just says this is an interesting combination of things. This looks like we might have, I don't know what that is in the screenshots, but okay, let's get to the trailer. Let's watch that first. Okay, here we go. Finely diced. Customize your dice. Customize your dice. So we have a dice. So we're putting certain like ingredients maybe on dice, like increasing the odds of getting these ingredients maybe. Let's see. Prepare your ingredients. So we have to. Okay, I am confused. Finely diced. That was not like a long enough trailer for me to understand. There's a demo now available. Did I miss that? Amuse Bouche edition. I'm kind of curious because another little side note, I enjoy, personally, I don't enjoy cooking. I enjoy watching people cook. I love having people to cook for me, but I'm fascinated by the world of cooking. I struggle myself to get into that world, but fascinated by it. And I love dice stuff. So I love to roll some dice. So I'm actually curious to see what this is exactly about. I don't get this whole thing of putting the ingredients on. I could just play the demo, but I don't know if I want to get into a demo. I don't really want to get into a demo right now. We'll see. Maybe I'll come back to this. I am going to add it to my wish list. So I added 2 games to my wish list. Let's wrap this up. Okay. I think we checked out, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 games and trailers. We did Kingdom of Cards, which I didn't really understand what you did. It was sort of some kind of a strategy RPG card thing with the building stuff. Then there was Rosewater. That was a point and click type adventure in a Western setting. Not bad. Wasn't like overly pulled to it. Honey Mansur was your like an action RPG sort of thing. Again, not bad. Not necessarily pulling me in to it, especially with the non-human characters. I'm not really a big fan of like playing as an animal or whatever. Not that I can't, but it's not something I tend to look for. Then we checked out Project Solaris, which was hitting a lot of things that I liked. We had to choose 3 out of 3 things on each day. So there was a time limit to the game, sort of like you get 100 days to accomplish whatever the point of the game is exactly, building up your mage status or something like that. There was like a shop thing that looked interesting where you sort of try and manage a shop. Oh, and then there was like the quick time events. So that's hit or miss. I don't mind quick time events. Sometimes I have to be in the mood for it though. It can get a little intense. Anyways, then we wrapped up with Finely Diced. And Finely Diced, a bit of a mystery, it has a demo. I may check out that demo later, maybe because I'm curious. But I think overall, Project Solaris was my top pick out of those. If you guys have any trailers you want me to check out and give my opinion of, let me know in the comments below. I will definitely consider doing a video like this again if you liked it. Let me know that in the comments below as well, because I'm just trying to do a few different things with this channel. I actually have some thoughts about what this channel should be. Maybe I'll save that for another video. It's a bit more game dev topic related, and I might want your guys' opinion. So I'm going to put that down as a note of a possible future video to make. This one is this video, and I thank you for watching. You'll see Neon at the end here, and until next time, keep YouTubing it up.
Thanks for checking out Neon Dream Games channel. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can stay up to date on all the latest videos we have to offer. Don't forget to leave a comment to suggest what kind of videos you'd like to see more of in the future. See you in the next video.